Hi, I'm Dennis Gage. Thanks for tuning in to My Classic Car, home of the certified car nut. Well, this week we're in Gainesville, Georgia to take a look at a couple of the cars in the collection of Milton Robson. Now, Milt's got some of the rarest cars and the finest restorations around, and he's got them housed in a pretty unique setting. Plus, he's got a fully functional restoration shop. Let me give you a little tour. Well, Milton, I've known of you for years. I heard about your collection for years. I've been trying to get here for years. I'm finally here. And it's beyond belief. The stuff you've got is amazing. How long you been doing this?
God, Dennis, I started back. Actually, I can show you up there. I think the first collector car I done was 1967, finished it. And muscle cars, I said, you know, that's something that's really gonna come on. The original Eco I got up there at the garage now, I bought that was either 1983 or 84, I'll have to look back.
Yeah, well, people back in 83, 84 didn't really see that muscle car thing coming.
Got three of the rarest GTOs. Actually, we got the 69 Ram Air 4 Judge convertible 4-speed. Then we got a 1970 red Ram Air 4 4-speed Judge convertible. Then we're doing, which you'll see in the shop there, one of the three 4-speed 71 Judge convertibles built.
And that's another thing.
Year for it, see.
You got stuff going on in the shop all the time too. I mean, you do a lot of that work right here, right?
Oh yeah, Joe, he keeps one going all the time, you know.
He's a busy guy.
Yeah, try to keep him busy. Well, he loves it, that's the thing.
Well, I love the setting too. I mean, not only have you got these great cars, but you got them, you know, displayed in these, you know, they got the filling station.
I'm not one that likes to go in a garage and see all the car covers on them. It's just not me, you know. Just, I mean, I love to see them.
Yeah,
love to look at them.
Well, and
it's part of artwork.
Well, let's look at a couple of them.
Let's do it.
Let's look at a couple we pulled out today, because I think, you know, this is a nice pair here. This is a great looking 49 Olds. You know, I like that it's fairly unmolested lines wise. It's pretty stock looking. It's obviously dropped down a little bit, and you've done some 50s touches too, right?
Yeah, we put the 50 windshield in. I love burgundy cars. I mean, that's a good color. We found this house of color, raspberry pearl.
Like you say, I mean, what you've done in the interior here is really neat too. The two-tone, and it's subtle. It's not, you know, too flashy. It's just flashy enough.
Yeah, it's not overboard.
Well, you've also kept the dash real clean. You know, just brightened it up. And I think they only originally had one pod up there.
Originally had one pod, and we said, okay, let's do the cluster.
Yeah, I like the cluster. And I bet, did you have to work a little bit to find those? I mean, they can't. That's probably one of them.
It's one of them hunt processes.
One of them hunting processes, yeah. Well, and you know, the body line's great, but the thing that makes this car, I think, is the taillight treatment.
Well, of course, I love the chrome.
It's a great looking car, and like I say, you dropped it a little bit, pretty clean stock lines, but you really did some mods under the hood.
Right.
Oh, right. Well, let's look at that.
Yeah, we did.
Let's look at that, baby. All right.
What we done is put a 383 stroker in here.
You know, it looks like it fits pretty good.
But it's actually got the moon fuel injection system.
Wow. She just absolutely looks beautiful. Now, that's really a 350 block. It's a really, I mean, it's a 383 stroker, so it's really a 350 block.
That's about 500 horses.
That's probably enough to move this around very good. Now, did it fit in pretty well, or you know?
Oh yeah, I mean, well, we put a fat man's clip in front of this,
so that you know, you've got modern running gear under it too. Oh man, you got it all going on here too. And does she run good? She
runs pretty good. You're going to find out in a little bit.
I'm going to find out, am I? Well, maybe we should do that right now.
When you're ready.
I'm ready. Close her up, Milton. Let's take this baby out. That's a hood. Welcome back to My Classic Car. This baby just wants to get on down the road.
Yeah, you need to be able to mash her down and let her go.
So you kind of build them like you want them, don't you?
Oh yeah, you gotta have the touch you like, or you just don't like them. You know?
So you follow your own rules, basically.
When it comes to straight rods, yeah, because you know they get it. A lot of people follow trend, they get into the what's good today. But that just ain't the way I am. I sort of from the old school and still like a lot of that old car. I mean, I appreciate original stuff.
Yeah.
And still like original cars.
And it's got a great original look. This is one that you really don't want to hack because it looks good by, you know, just like it came from the factory. I like that it's lowered down a little bit.
Right.
That stance is nice.
Got a good stance to it.
What a clean dash though, and the 3 pods.
Well, them 3 pods look like the factory, don't they?
They really do.
They fit in right real good with it.
They're molded right in there. Think she's got the power to pull up the hill?
Ah, yeah. A little bit curvy.
Boy, what a sound, what a sound. And you know, I mean, this is a hot engine, but she's pretty well mannered, actually.
Oh, yeah.
But I bet it can come alive.
When you need it to, it will.
So do you take this one to shows, or do you ever just take it out for fun?
We have it. I'm thinking about carrying it down to the place in Daytona. I've got to find me a building down there I want to carry a couple of cars down there and keep down there.
This would be a good one for Daytona.
For
yeah.
But now we drove it, you know, a few times here on some trips before we tore it down and street rodded it, but we haven't done it since we street rodded it.
Welcome back to My Classic Car. Well, Milton, that was pretty much fun. You packed some serious performance in that Olds.
I'll tell you, that nose, it turned out just right, really.
It did turn out just right. But let's talk about what the factory packed in for performance back in '53. This is completely wild. This is a '53 Caddy Eldorado, right?
This is, yeah, '53 Eldorado, first year for the Eldorado.
But it's a factory custom. What's the story?
I think this guy, he had to know somebody.
He had to know somebody.
There'd been some different tales. A friend was in here that worked for Cadillac about 30 years, and he said he was a friend. He was a good friend. The guy that John Alexander that had the car built, that Cadillac built the car for, was a good friend of Harley Earl.
Oh, that can get things done.
So that makes a lot of
difference. That can get things done.
Of course, it goes back, and you can look and collect the car. They done an article too, and they were talking about he tried Cadillac for about 6 years to get them to build the car with the blower. So finally, they decided, hey, we'll do the supercharged.
He just wore him down.
Wore him down.
So now where was he from? I mean, this guy was an industrialist, but
he was from Wisconsin. And my understanding, executive at paper mill in Wisconsin.
Beautiful color, almost a baby blue. What's the
actually call it Azura blue?
Azura blue, man. And you know, the Dagmars up front. There was some serious bumpers in this time. Great convertible top. Originally, I thought it might be a deep blue, but it's really a black top, right?
Well, it's actually, yeah, black top.
It really sets it off. And these wheels weren't.
Well, these are Brody wire wheels, actually put on at the factory back then.
Those are real knockoffs?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. And in back, too, it looks like, you know, you got the knockoffs, but that's not a standard treatment on the wheel well.
Well, they've cut the back wheel well opening. That looks more like the Buick Skylark. If you'll notice, it just shows your wheels out real well.
It really does, yeah. It is kind of like a Skylark. You got a little Buick going on there. But the interior is killer, too. I mean, this is very 50s.
Look on the dash over there, too, see. He's got his name, John Alexander, the car that it was built for. Got a plaque on the dash, his name.
And look at this Gage again.
Yeah. Look like airplane gauges.
It does, and there's a lot of them there too.
A lot of them.
And is this is another clock here? In the steering wheel?
In the steering wheel.
That's really odd.
But it's got all Jenkins interior, which specializes in your Eldorados and your Buicks.
I mean, it looks incredibly luxurious. And these were actually, I mean, these side pipes here.
You actually got a lever on each side of the steering column that you can pull and have cutouts. So run it out the side exhaust or go out the back, either way. So
you can be nice and quiet and cruise through the neighborhood. You can get rowdy and run them through the side pipes.
Exactly.
Wow. Well, this was, for '53 too, this is a very long car.
Well, it just had style.
It had style.
That's all you can say.
Dagmars in back too. I mean, again, how much chrome can we load on this baby?
Well, I'll tell you, this has got about as much chrome as you can put on.
And it's got some weight to it too. I bet it's got some heft. And this had that trick. Your gas fill was.
Oh yeah, right here. You just put it right here. Flip up. Yeah.
And there it is. That had to be some gas station boys that were trying to figure that out for a while.
Yeah.
Well, you got to lug this around with something, and apparently it's got a supercharged something.
Oh yeah, it's got a 471 blower.
Man, now I mean, they didn't make a blower for the regular engine. What's the blower
Actually,
from?
found this. This is actually a GMC diesel blower.
Diesel blower.
Yeah.
Well, open her up.
Yeah.
Wow. There's a lot of stuff under there, isn't there?
Well, that fills the hood up.
It sure
And
does.
the air cleaners, I mean, they did a good job at engineering it.
Man, she is unbelievable. And you bought it restored this way, yes?
Oh, yeah. About 1997, I wound up buying it.
Wow. And in this condition?
In this condition.
He does nice work.
Of course, we keep it in heat and air conditioned garage.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I bet that thing was sort of tricky to sort out mechanically, but you got it sorted out, eh?
Yep.
She runs good?
Yeah, we've had it out. We carried it to Meadowbrook. We carried it to Mee Island, you know.
What do you say we carry it around the property?
Around the property here. You got to get out and exercise it.
Well, let's do that.
All right.
You're gonna let me drive this one too?
You can do it.
You are a good man, Milton. Welcome back to My Classic Car. I bet this wasn't cheap.
You know that. That custom work like that. It's bad enough when you go to the local shops to get it done, especially getting the GM.
Get
You
it
see
done
what
at the
it costs to
Cadillac
build
factory.
some- When you see the figures, what it costs to build some of these experimental cars or prototype cars.
Boy, she steers like a caddy though, doesn't she?
Big wheel, eh?
It is a big wheel.
Something you have to get used to again.
And this cushy dash, this is kind of before padded dashes in a lot of other
Oh, yeah.
cars.
And these work cushiony, but I had that 57 Eldorado, and on these dashes, seemed like the padding they used just disintegrated.
Is that right?
That original car, it just sort of disintegrated. It wasn't cracked, wasn't nothing. It just sogged out. So I don't know what they used back then.
Well, there are a lot of things to look at here. I mean, that's your motor minder, right? What does that do?
I couldn't tell you what all
It
these...
sure does look fancy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks great on the dash.
Looks right fancy there. Well, you're looking out over a long hood though. And a high hood too.
I still like the days when you can see the hood in front of the cars.
Well, you couldn't miss it on this one.
That's right.
Man, I tell you, it's been a great day down here in Gainesville, Georgia. Milton's got some beautiful cars, and this 53 Eldo, it don't get much better than this. I think we'll have to come back and see some more, because there's some fine, fine cars here. Till next time.